Good afternoon, managers. I'll be talking about implementing a new concept into the business where we can enable one to successfully deal with the diversity in a workplace by treating everyone with reasonable and without prejudiced thoughts. Many people underestimate that by demonstrating a fair attitude and respecting diversity that they are creating a more harmonious workplace environment that encourages everyone to act accordingly. If people do not acknowledge the differences, the workplace environment will be impacted negatively that may cause higher absenteeism occurred from negative behaviours and bullying. Tradition and culture, generation gap, language and communication play a large aspect as to how people behave in a workplace. With limited knowledge, people tend to accidentally offend others. Therefore, it is appropriate to treat people fairly and respect the other differences in people's cultures. That is how we deal with people to get to, communicate with others in our workplace. The environmental experience in a workplace is crucial to employees as it can contribute to the continuance commitment. Employees have the right to feel safe in their workplace environment. Thus, the way employees are treated significantly affects the motivation of individuals to engage in actions in response to being treated unfairly. Sometimes work involves people to work in teams to accomplish projects within different departments. By acknowledging that not everyone are the same and will have different culture and views, people will need to be more mindful about what they say and how they act, as it can offend others if you do not treat them with respect or the way they are usually handled with. So there are strategies to improve how people can interact with others from different departments. Instead of a traditional workplace office where each department sits in clusters, we can implement an IWC concept where different departments have free sittings where they can sit with colleagues from different departments each day to get to know each other. This will encourage others to get out of their comfort zone and expand their network within a large company. Furthermore, it will encourage others to be more open-minded to know how other people feel or learn about other cultures. So in this IWC concept, I've thought thoroughly about how people can be inclusive in their normal daily activities. So what I thought of is here, within the floor, we'll develop clusters, but not for different departments. It's for free sitting, so you can sit wherever you want. Each of these desks will have 2 screens provided. Here, you can only put, you can sit within different departments. Here are meeting rooms where some of the meetings may be confidential, so you can't have it out in an open area. Here are more seatings, and within these red boxes, these are the collab areas where everyone can feel more inclusive. So here are some areas where if there's no meetings or whatsoever, you can use these areas to meet up with other departments and talk about strategies. Here is a rec area where there's the pantry, other collab areas, which you can still have more tables around and chairs. So during lunchtime, people can come sit here and eat their lunch so they can sit together to get to know each other and network. Or during work areas, work time, people can sit here and discuss their meetings if it's not confidential. Here are some work areas where you could play foosball, table tennis during lunch or tea break time. Here are booths where people can sit here like a university environment where it doesn't feel like it's an office environment. So you can have a more, laid-back lifestyle of when you're doing the work. So what we do is here we have lockers where people can put their bags, their personal belongings, their laptops at the end of the day. And here will be a scattered of lockers where different departments will have lockers next to each other. And here are more desks. So within these locker areas, this concept will be first in, first serve each day, so you have to remove your items from the desk to make them empty each day for another person to sit. That way we have to be more courteous, we have to think of other people. And here, when we go into the office, we get to sit wherever we want as it is first come, first serve. This will implement a more collaborative idea where people have to be together in a different environment every day. It's not the same thing where you come in, you sit at your own desk and you do your work, and lunchtime you sit with your department and eat lunch. However, this is more of an office idea where people can sit wherever they want because they would maybe want to network with other departments, so it's easier when it I would like to highlight that this concept will encourage others to step out of their comfort zone and network with other colleagues in different departments. It is not easy to implement this strategy and it will just take time. Depending on the company, it may seem that this idea may not be the right fit, so the IWC will be more suitable for big and innovative companies where office has the finances, space, enough people to make this concept work. As some of the issues that this concept may face is that the company has generation gaps such as baby bloomers or Generation X, Y, or even the millennials. The later generations will have adapted to this concept of the traditional way, as they will come into their seats every day knowing where they will sit and start working. Whereas the Generation X and Y will be more comfortable with moving around, sitting where they want, and just networking with others. So what I can see is that management and hierarchy plays a major role in this, as most senior managements have bigger desks and window seats. However, when implementing the IWC, it is a free sitting, so anyone can sit where they are pleased to come sit in a first come and first serve basis. Some managers may not feel pleased about this, as could be seen as a sign of disrespect. However, it is not it. Managers should be more open-minded that their colleagues are more comfortable that they are sitting in a window seat where a manager would usually sit. So to make this method successful, the organisation should slowly change the way they are implementing some of their networking activities, such as team lunches or functions from every department, to increase network activity so that when they start to network out of their departments, they won't feel that shy, I guess. Furthermore, senior management should encourage their team to rotate slowly within the clusters of desks so that when it comes to the real thing, they are not in a foreign way. Of course, it will take time to adjust to this concept. However, by doing these small actions, it will make the concept a bit easier to adapt